Guys, welcome back to Thief Part 10. Hope you've enjoyed the videos. We just picked up the ritual book and it tells us to get the hell out of Dodge, so that's what we're doing, trying to make our way out. And as I predicted, there's going to be guards this time. Trying to find the best way down. Most of all, trying to find a spot the guards. See how I need to approach knocking them out, because that's clearly the way to go in this game, not fighting them one-on-one.
It's cold out.
I don't know how I missed this little coin that I pick up earlier, but I found it this time, so it's just a trivial thing. But one thing I found kind of weird is that the rope doesn't move when you jump on it. In real life, that rope would be moving all over the place when you jump down, but it's not real life, so I know it's not supposed to move all over the place, but that could have added a little bit more visual effects to this. Kind of gun shy from the last gameplay I played. Not fighting one of the guards, it's when two of them are on you. And I fight one here in a minute, and they're clearly missing you, but they wind up hitting you anyway, which I find really frustrating about this game. They're clearly off to the right when they swing at you, but they wind up hitting you anyway. I can hear them talking. I'm trying to find them right now because there's a lot to be desired on the corners and looking around corners, because you can't really see them, and they can spot you before you spot them, which I find kind of frustrating. Most of the time that's the case, especially when you're almost dead.
And you've seen how she gets about not knowing.
Spot them here.
Then here's the twist. Who opened the door?
We'll rake around and find out.
We should split up. Cover more ground.
Split up? That's easy for you to say. You're carrying the torch.
I get the torch because I don't cheat at cards. Fair's fair.
What? Are you still bleeding on about that frigging card game? I was beating you pelicans for mackerels.
Yeah? Good luck searching in the dark. It's going on forever.
Really trying to figure out which way is the best way to go. Obviously not that way.
Smells terrible around here.
But taking them down one at a time is definitely the way to go. And the other thing you'll see a little bit later is saving your game to a hard point, especially when you got a lot of health and a lot of focus, and some inventory is not a bad idea. Especially if you don't want to go back through the level completely.
There's no
I found this kind of funny. Chasing this guy all the way through the rafters, trying to get a spot where I can jump down and knock him out. I think I follow him all over the rooftop, trying to find a place to jump down and knock his ass out, but
could be a pretty penny in it for us. What's happened to this place?
I try not to fall off like it did the last video. Luckily there wasn't a guard around then for me to fall off. And I'm recording this after the fact too, guys. If I walk over some stuff, I apologize, but it just seems like the commentary is a little bit better. And the sound's a little bit better also. I can fine tune it a little bit easier recording it over after the fact, and doing live comm and doing editing on top of that, it kind of screws up your commentary as well, because the commentary doesn't jive together. So I found that doing the editing first, following this guy around. Eventually I get him. Here we go.
The stories I could tell about the shit I've seen down here. I wonder what they put in the sloop.
I like attacking these guys from above and knocking them out if I can. It's a lot easier that way. Because them spotting you, the system on them spotting you is kind of flawed. I really can't jump down and knock this dude out, break my ankle again.
Late.
Probably not even get him. I decided to go around him right here, which is probably the smart move, but I figure if I didn't take care of him and I disturbed one of the other guys here in a second, then this guy would come running, so I turn around and go knock this guy out. I'm actually really glad I did, because I'd get in a fight with the guy here pretty soon. Almost walk up on his ass. How you doing?
It's all over.
What you guarding?
Intruder!
This is what I mean. He's obviously swinging way off to the side, but still hitting me. See, that one landed, but that one didn't. There were two that didn't even land at all. I mean, I don't think, unless he's got the mythical sword of illusion and hitting me with the real sword when the other sword's off to the right, getting his money, of course. Already been in here, but you'll have to bear with me for a second. I didn't edit this part out. I get in here, turn right back around and go back out. It's kind of the little flaw or hiccup in the game that I was talking about earlier. Right now I'm saying, well, shit, I've been here before. Now you have to go and do your thing again. But oh well, it's a trivial deal. Overall, the game, I like it. It's got a lot of time invested in it, and I think it's pretty fun. Don't want to go in there again. He is out. Almost stumble upon that guy. Thank God he didn't see me. You're gonna see a little hiccup in the system here pretty soon. That's because I was trying to find a way in behind this guy, and I figured you didn't want me to see me stumbling around for 4 or 5 minutes looking for a way back behind this guy. It's happening right now. There it goes. So I finally found a way to get up and get around this cat. There we go. And this is where I wish I would have found another vendor, Because obviously I could dome this this guard from here. Thinking about catching his ass on fire or shooting him with one of the rope arrows, but decided not to go that way. It's a dead end back there. It doesn't lead you anywhere. Leads you back to where you were anyway. But this path, it'll take you there. I'm just afraid he'll see me. But he doesn't. And if you have a choice, this is the best way to take him out.
What I'd give for coffee.
Night, night. I'll throw you in the well. See you later. And there again, I saved my game. Because if I die in the next couple seconds, I'll have to do a lot of that stuff over again. And I want to come back to a hard save point. I kind of like the target system. Sometimes it's a little bit confusing, especially if you're in an enclosed room and it's upstairs. It might be back upstairs, you know, in the back of the house or back of the tavern upstairs, whereas it looks like it's right above you almost. See, it almost thinks that you almost think that you want to go to that second story, but that's not the case. Trying to figure out a way to go up. Cuts again here in a second. Trying to find a way around. Yeah, you can hear the guard talking. That's why I think he's real close and find a way around, but there's that pool. I think there's something in all the time. I think that torch is him, is what I think, so that's the reason why I'm being so cautious. So you really can't see him until you turn it a little at a time, but as you can see, it's just a torch on a wall. I'm like, oh shit. Trying to find a way around this for nothing. And your water arrows, guys, those are real cheap. And they're 4 gold, but they're so great about sneaking up on enemies and knocking them out. Even these guys that have the spidey tingly sense on them. I was thinking that you can climb these blocks. They have these blocks sticking out right there along the tower, but you can't climb them for some reason. I thought that you can just scale up on them, but you can. I thought that would have been a cool animation, jumping from block to block. I decided not to use my last water arrow.
I'm not feeling all that well.
I know he's right there. Wind up getting him clean, which was not happening yesterday for some reason. I was alerting everybody. Even the janitor knew I was there. But this one seems to be going down pretty smooth. Thought that was a person there for a second, but it's not. It's part of that banister right there. But that's a person. Figure I might try to go around him right here, but I remembered that this is the only way out right through here. If you remember, that used to be a trap right there, so that's the reason why I use my instinct right now to see if instinct my focus, because that was a trap earlier on, if you remember. But this is the reason why you should have water arrows coming up here pretty soon. Trying to find a way around him right now. But there's not. This is the only way out. was my last water arrow. I'd been screwed if I'd missed. But I do hit it, which is good. One thing I did notice on this is that once you got their attention and you turn on your focus, they turn red. And if they're blue while you got your focus on, then they're not paying attention to you. See, you'll see it here in a second. I'm trying to find out where he's at. He's moved from where he was. See, he's red now. So he's paying attention to something.
Might mean extra coin.
Doing a little square dance with him right now, but I just want to knock him out. I don't want to have 15 guys on me. Work too hard to get to this point to be killed. I'll wind up knocking him out. He's gonna wind up face down in something wet. And there's a now there's 3 ropes. Remember that rope that I shot on the part before this part 9? My rope's up there plus 2 others now. And magically, there's a window broken this time. That window was not broke when I came through here last time. I almost snapped my ankle in half. But it's for... Thought that might have been a trap there for a second, but it's not. I can hear this guy talking, but I can't pinpoint where he's at. I do like this parkour system that they got. It reminds me of God of War, Prince of Persia, that kind of thing. That pissed me off, because if you rewind it, I was clearly off the board that fell off, but glad I saved. See, it popped you in right exactly where you saved it at, so glad I saved that thing. Popped over right then, see. This isn't very difficult, it's real smooth. Nothing real formidable to overcome. I want to fall off in there, you're definitely dead then. Whole bunch of cutscenes coming up.
Punish me, Mother. I've been bad. So bad. Hey! Don't touch me. My leg hurts.
What's the matter, General? Mummy a little too much for you.
Never speak of my mother like that again, you little whore! Get over here!
What's going on here, General?
No!
That's it. Take your black tax and get out of my house. Touch her again, and I'll cut your balls off. Don't test me on this.
You! Filthy rat. I'm gonna kill you.
You ought to be nicer with the ladies.
Ah! You're gonna regret this.
We completed that. Got Predator again. I don't know why. Ghost only a little bit. Got an achievement unlocked, but I don't see how you're supposed to avoid those guys and just go right past them, because if you make any kind of noise whatsoever, they are on your ass. So I don't leave it anything to chance. I just go ahead and knock their ass out. Going to visit Basso now. After this little scene right here with the clock tower. Drop off a couple things. Pick up a couple things, sorry. I haven't used that rope arrow yet. I don't know if it's out of... I think I'm actually killing one of the birds or one of the dogs or something, but I haven't used one yet. I'm sure I'll use one here pretty soon. All this shit's empty, but you know, I've only played 2 chapters basically, so... I left this part in because I thought it was fairly important to the story. So that's the only reason why I left this tower scene in here. I could have cut it out, but something right here that's fairly important. I think it is anyway.
Genevieve. Basso.
Curious to see if anybody that I know has picked up this game. A lot of people talked about picking it up, but I don't think any of my friends have picked it up, and or hell, maybe y'all are watching this video so y'all don't have to spend the $65.
Isn't justice! You have been found guilty of larceny and conspiring with the Graven movement.
I'm innocent.
Any last words?
Please. I never! The Iron Tyrant's killing us!
All
He
hail
won't
the
stop
Baron's
here!
justice!
Brothers and sisters, too long has Baron Northcrest choked the life out of our city.
Back into the clock tower if you guys wanted to know. What I decided I'm gonna do is go over here and hit up Basso, and then it's an added area, by the way. Could go over there, but I decided to go stock up first. Check this out. Map. There's the entrance, and then there's where you stock up, get your stuff. And if you have a choice, the best way is the rooftops, no doubt.
Head over to the Burrick.
You get to avoid everything, and you get to see pretty much everything. So if you can, just stay on the rooftops as much as you possibly can, because you know always look down on stuff. It's just a lot harder to see the stuff up here. Didn't get this plate. Oh yeah, get the wrench. If I didn't tell you that, if you have a chance, make sure you buy that wrench. You get a lot of cool stuff out of it, and a lot of back areas. Some of the back areas are useless, but
Where is it? Where did they put it? It isn't here. No. What are you doing? Garrett, that book you obtained for me. It's gone. Where's Basso? The thief-taker general dragged him off along with some of my graven. He's taken it. I should have known the Baron would do this.
You're telling me my friend's been beaten and dragged, all because of that book?
What's so important about it? It holds many secrets once thought to be lost. But within it, I believe, there is the key to saving this city, saving all of us from the gloom. And yet I know the Baron would not use it for such good. And now he has it! Basso knew that book was important.
Like if he used
anybody think that this guy right here sounds like George Clooney?
It's a book. Sounds like a good read. Where'd they take Basso?
To the keep, but it's well guarded. You can't just walk in the door.
That's good.
Hell, he may have.
Fan of doors.
It's not possible. Oh, wait. There may be a way.
Go on.
Jacob. Loyal, devoted to the cause, wanted to strike the Baron in his heart, so he's been studying the keep for some time. He knows the way in.
How do I find this Jacob?
Alas, the Baron has him chained up in Greystone as a message to those who might oppose him. Tortured, but alive.
Once I find my feds, I'll see about your graven.
We're not so different, you and I. Garrett. You change. One day the people will thank you for that.
You think too much of the people, all right?
Yeah, he may have voice acted it or something, I don't know, but I think he sounds a shitload like
Let's see if Orion's man, Jacob,
Clooney.
knows anything. I'll find him at Greystone Plaza.
seems like some obscure thing he might do, I guess. But I wanted to leave this scene in here to build up the next scenes for part 11.
Need some tools of the trade.
There's one more little snippet that I wanted to show you that I did when I meet this guy for my inventory check here real soon. Show you what I picked up and let you know how it works. You might pick up something different, this guy.
I have something for all your nefarious needs.
Pick up a lot of stuff. Pick up the food and Poppy
Stick to the
and everything, and then restock on food and Poppy after that. But guys, thank you very much for watching the videos. Please like, please subscribe. I appreciate all of your comments that you put on there very much. I hope y'all have a great day, and we'll see you in part 11. See ya.